I think I left a bunch of my saplings back in Milton. Hey gang, it's Ark. Welcome back to our Interloper mapping run in the Long Dark. So, we are sort of here in the middle of the night. I should be able to sleep soon, but I wanted to take this time as a quick opportunity to sort of get organized a bit more. Let's look at the world map here. So we just finished up in Milton, got back to Mystery Lake, and we still have the Polaroid location in Mystery Lake that we found. So we could do some more scouting around here. And then we also have, I'm thinking about going and exploring and mapping Forlorn Muskeg and possibly Broken Railroad. And I believe if we head to the north side here, we should be able to get into that lower area of Mountain Town that we didn't climb down to because I was concerned about being stuck down there. So we will do some combination of those things. Now, also, I wanted to organize a little bit here. I'm not sure why I have this marked. Oh, maybe I picked all that stuff up on the way back through. But these are no longer accurate. So let me see if I can... I guess I have to manually delete this. So it's Orca, the house, and then the farmhouse. So Orca gas station, farmhouse, and the large house. We have various resources, and also I think I left some saplings behind somewhere. So that's all the Milton stuff. I guess we have some fuel that we left behind at the church. I don't remember that. But, okay, so here at Trappers, we apparently have birch saplings and skill books. And I remember I left those sticks behind. We've got another one of these annoying rooftop rattlers here. Okay, so where's the bed? We have a workbench here. Oh, we have a workbench right here. So actually what I could do... Oh, we have another hacksaw here as well. So this is another thing that I was considering, is I believe I have everything now for the rabbit skin mitts are what I want to craft. 5 hours. I'm not going to finish that before I need to sleep, but I could put a few hours into it. And then I'm hoping we'll be allowed to finish it at the other workbench. At the camp office. Actually, what I might do is not work at the workbench here, and instead spend my time crafting some other things. We have plenty of other crafting to do, including... We've got all these rose hips to break down. So let me go ahead and spend... Let's spend... Oh, 4 is as much as I can craft. Alright, well I'll go ahead and spend an hour on that. It's now completely quiet outside. So let me step back outside for a minute. I'm gonna use this lantern for a little bit more. I just want to see if there are rabbits out here. Okay, it's kind of hard to see anything here. I don't see any rabbits, so I'll just check in the morning. So yeah, I have a whole bunch of birch saplings here, and I think I'm going to end up taking all of this back to the camp office. Yeah, I'll go through this stuff in the morning. Got some cooking pots here, too. Alright. Oh, I didn't bring any water with me. Well, I only need about 6 hours of sleep. So... guess I'll drink this rosehip tea. And I think I only need to sleep about 7 hours. I'll just do 8 and sleep as long as it lets me. Well, it is morning, technically. So a little bit dark. We step outside, see if there's more light out here. I am going to need to get some water made soon, or head back to the camp office and get water there. Looks like it might be a cloudy day. Now, we've been away from this area for a long time, so I'm thinking that there may be rabbits now. There are. I dropped all of my stones before I did that climb, so we're gonna have to go find some stones first. And I've been considering doing snares, like in these areas around here where I know the rabbits spawn, just to kind of learn the mechanics of that, and if I can get more than just the 2...
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
2 rabbits every couple of days. Alright, let's see if there's somewhere around here with stones. Maybe over here? Alright, and if I remember correctly, there's another rabbit area over here as well.
Jeez, this is cold.
I see at least one rabbit right there. I do want some more stones first, though. We're going to be losing some condition due to thirst. I'm not going to worry about it for right now. Wait, it won't let me. It's doing the thing again. I looked right at it and it just wouldn't let me click on it. That's a reason to use the snares is just to remove the frustration from that. Oh my goodness.
Looks like a new day is dawning.
It always takes the prompt away right as I'm about to click. And I don't think I moused off of it. Like, I was looking immediately straight at it at that time. He started to move right when I threw it. I thought the hard part was supposed to be actually hitting the rabbits, not being able to pick them up afterwards. Alright. I better get him this time. I imagine this is almost as frustrating to watch as it is to play. Okay, I picked him up that time.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
So we still only have these 2 stones, but let's get back to the homestead. I think we have 3 now? Yeah, okay. We'll be attracting wolves to our location now. And we actually lost a lot of condition to the cold there. Oh, I think I'm carrying a lot of gear still. So I think what I'm going to do is grab these other 2 rabbits from the hillside. And then, now that it's morning, if I have access to the sun, I may start a fire and boil some water and get some tea cooked. Otherwise, I think I'll just grab all of our gear and we'll head back to the camp office. And I'm going to store everything there. I think that's going to be sort of our central base of operations. There's not much reason to come back here other than easy access to rabbits. So I may leave a little bit of fuel here too. Alright, I'm gonna leave this rabbit right there. And let me see about leaving some fuel here. Is there a good... I guess I can use this container to store fuel in. So, I want to carry the wood with me. I think that's used to make snares. Leave a couple of sticks here. We have a lot of coal. Leave a couple of pieces here. I do want to carry the rest of that with me over to the camp office. We already have some skill books here. I want this scrap metal. Let me see what the fire starting chances are out here. Okay, so it's 40%. Do I not have some kind of a book or something? Let's see. Those are all useful, in theory at least. And these are all useful. Alright, well, I should have kept a few more books around. I think I've got a bunch at the camp office. But this is fine. I'll just take the low chance.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
Pretty windy out here.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Okay. Let's just, since I can't grab a torch from this, I'll just light one. Alright, let's get inside with this before I lose it. And I think we need another stick. Yeah, we actually have very little fuel right now because, we left all those sticks by the deer somewhere nearby. I still have to go back and find that at some point. I think we're out of tinder too, so I'm really glad that this actually took. Alright, let's make just a small amount of water there. And we'll do a bit more in this one. We're gonna need... Oh, that's only got a minute left already. Let's just grab... I don't want this to go out. Let's just grab... wait, what? Oh, I already have to start it again? Okay. You know what? Okay, I'm too frustrated with this. I just used up all my tinder. My fire outside is out too now. Let's just go. I'll just drink another tea. What a waste of time. Have birch bark tea. Oh, that's irritating. I don't know why my fires are starting to have only a few minutes left on them when I finish. It seemed like for a long time when I start a fire it always has like 10 or 15 minutes on it. Maybe because I'm using a book to start it ordinarily. Alright, where did these rabbits go? Okay, the rabbits are gone.
If I don't warm up soon.
I'm fully cold, so I can't really travel right now. Well, this kind of stinks. I'm in fine shape. I'm just running into a bunch of really annoying problems all at once. I'm just gonna sleep for an hour. That'll get my warmth back. I'll check for the rabbits really quickly, and if they're not there, then we'll just run to Mystery Lake. I mean, the camp office.
I need a horse.
Guess I have to crest the hill to make sure they're not hiding up here again. Yeah, they're just not around right now.
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
Oh, here we go. So, is it just the one? Looks like it's just the one right now. Alright, that went much more smoothly. And double check that there's not another one hiding around here. And since I have so few stones right now, let me see if I can track down that stone that I threw. There is another rabbit over there. Where did my stone go? Here it is. Just missed him. Yeah, I'm thinking I might set up snares, just because I'm gonna need a lot of food from these guys long term, especially if I stick around here where I've already looted a lot of the man-made food. And this just doesn't make for good viewing. So when I harvest these guys, I'll harvest the guts from them.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Alright. I'm gonna leave one of these guys inside because I want to know... I want to do a side-by-side comparison on the harvest times just to make sure I'm right about the meat taking less time to harvest when it's frozen. With the hacksaw, at least. Okay, so... we are going to take all of this stuff so we can leave it at the camp office. And the most important of these, I'm going to take both of these books. I'll leave this one here just so I have an emergency, like just if I need to read something to kill time here, I'll have that one around. And then I think that's everything from here. I will leave some more sticks, I think. Okay. Now we've got some fuel around here. Let's get back to the camp office. There's no real good way down here. And I think I'll make another brief attempt. See if I can spot where that deer is. I'm not going to do any surveying right now because it's quite cold. And I just want to get situated with all my gear first. This would be a great place to survey from, though. And the weather's very clear. Oh, it's right there, actually. Okay, so I'm going to pick up some of these sticks and carry them back to the camp office. And the rest of this stuff I'll leave here, and I'll come back and get the deer and that, and carry it back to trappers. Now that I know where this is... Now, last time I was here, there was a wolf, but I think it was because it was chasing me. Yeah, here's all my sticks.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
It's probably enough for now. I'm already carrying quite a bit. Ooh, my calories are getting quite low. Let's just eat some cattail stalks. I should have left some cattail stalks at
I'm starting to feel numb.
trappers.
water.
But it's okay. I do think I'm going to use Mystery or the camp office as my primary base, and the times that I do come to trappers, it'll primarily be for... Let's see if there's more birch bark around here. It'll primarily be for getting rabbits. So I'll have plenty of food there all the time anyway.
Wait. It's so cold. I'm warming up a bit.
Alright, we're starting to get really weighed down. Especially with all those additional sticks I picked up. Oops. So, I do want to make notes. I don't know if I need to write this down. But there appears to be a large birch bark spawning area over here. I think I'm getting close to the camp office, so I am going to continue to pick stuff up. Definitely starting to really slow down now, so that's probably the last stick I'll pick up. Let's get up to the high ground. Probably safer to head through here. It looks like there's a little bit more of a clearing here. I'm gonna take this rabbit out and I'll just leave it on the ground. Maybe I'll be able to find this on the way back. Okay, there is a wolf over there, so we'll go around this way. Definitely carrying way more stuff than I should be right now. Maybe I should have done this in 2 trips. Or not picked up all those extra sticks. Looks like there is a sapling down there. Don't want to lose my well-fed buff, so I'll go ahead and eat once more. Alright, I should be able to see the railroad tracks from up here now, as I crest this hill.
I'm starving.
Maybe I'm not there yet. There we go. I think that's it up there. It's a large flat area. Okay, so basically I want to come through here before I get to that structure and go up that hill. And then when I drop down in there, I'll find the sapling and some of that other stuff. I now have enough calories to get into the camp office without having to stop first. Lost a lot of condition to the cold. And I now have no sunlight for starting a fire, so I hope I have water here. I can always just use a match. Alright, well this has been a very long, slow, painful trek. But once we get inside here, I'll be able to drop all of this weight, and then we'll be able to freely explore, and I think I am going to go ahead and do surveying of this whole area. Still just before noon, so we should have the whole afternoon. It should get warmer. I want to get up there. I think that's where the Polaroid location is. Alright, well, a bit of a slow episode, but now that we're here with all of our stuff, we can get set up in here. I'll probably do some crafting at the workbench. We can repair some of our clothing, get some more of this cloth. And we should be in really good shape to continue exploring the rest of Mystery Lake and some of the adjacent regions as well. So new episodes will be coming out every day, and thanks for watching.